Tired of being away from work.
I forgot to punch out.
Tired of the virus ruining life.
Well, it's all horseshit.
Feeling sleep deprived.
Are you yawning?
You feel like you're losing your mind.
Danny boy?
Have you just straight up had enough?
Fuck.
Then welcome to the COVID-19 19 days of movie recommendations. Today's episode, Avengers Infinity War. Avengers Infinity War is, I guess, the culmination of 20 years of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Even though the big culmination was with Avengers Endgame, which we'll be touching on in a later episode. This film, I will actually say, is a better culmination. While Endgame has a lot of fan service, Avengers Infinity War truly encaptures what these 20 years have been all about. And it's all been about our heroes, right? Wrong. It has all been revolving and building up to the quest for the Infinity Stones and Thanos' wrath. And Thanos delivers on that wrath and beats our Avengers. He beats our heroes. This is the only Marvel Cinematic Universe movie where our heroes truly have lost. I mean, well, no, not true. Civil War. Anyway, while Civil War was like a personal loss, this is a monumental loss for the Avengers. And this is the only time the Avengers have been defeated in their time. So it is a very different film, and I love it for that. Back in 2018, I saw it and loved it, and it was actually one of my first movie reviews. It was like one of my first 5 or something. I think it might have been my 3rd or 4th movie review. So, you know, it hits pretty close to home, you know, emotionally and physically, because, man, just Thanos wiping through our heroes is very dramatic, and it's very sad because we have the deaths of like over half of these beloved characters that we love. Black Widow, that's an Endgame. Sorry, there's gonna be spoilers ahead. But Black Panther, Spider-Man, Groot, Bucky, Falcon, almost all of the Guardians of the Galaxy except for Nebula and Rocket. So it was a really big loss for not only the Avengers but for us as the fans. And that's why I recommend this movie a lot, because it, unlike Endgame, see, I watch Endgame and there are some parts that I really want to fast forward through. Like parts where they're just sitting around, having these deep conversations, which I do like those sometimes. It brings on the emotion, but sometimes I just want to get straight to the action. And I'll be honest with you guys, the last 2 or 3 times I've watched Endgame, I just skip right to where the Avengers HQ gets blown up. Because that's when, you know, all the action starts. But man, really, when it comes down to it, Avengers Infinity War, I cannot find any there's not one moment in that film. Whereas Avengers Endgame, there's at least 1 or 2% of it that kind of drags me out of it. I cannot find a single moment in Avengers Infinity War that does not, that loses my attention. I cannot find a single moment in that film that loses my attention, because it is a very attention-grabbing film. And I request it for that reason. You all should watch it if you haven't seen it yet. I mean, go watch the other Avengers films and you know, the MCU. If you go into this as your first MCU film, you're gonna be very confused. So I mean, if the Marvel films aren't for you, this film isn't for you. But you know, we have 17 other movies that I'm gonna be covering. So maybe one of those will be for you. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of COVID-19 movie recommendations. So you can watch those during your quarantine. We've covered Bad Boys for Life and Avengers Infinity War today. And I'll see you guys in the next video. It's bad luck to kill a seabird. Always go for the head. Bad Boys for Life. See you guys.